12 o'clock's going down.
Midnight love.
Back door.
Midnight love.
Back door. What they hit for right here, nigga? Chill. Get it, baby. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Now in the building with the one and only Big Homie Madman and the Horseshoe Gang. It's Judge's Table, episode number 16.
Yes, Sweet 16.
What's popping with it, y'all?
Shit, ain't just chilling.
Yo, man, let's get into it, man. It's been a hectic week. I know y'all got a lot to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the awards coming up this Saturday. We just rocked the B-side last night. We back at it tonight with Judge's Table. We holding it down for hip-hop. We doing our part. You know what I'm saying? West Coast holding it down right here. UNG Radio Station. Yo, Debo, Doc J, what's the word?
Shit, just chilling out, man. Hey, what is you double tapping right now, bro?
Scatter that. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just on the motherfucking gram. Just see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. Whether you a man or a woman, if you a man or a woman, right? Other than handling your business on the gram, there's no other reason to be on the gram unless you double tapping scattered ass, or if you're a woman, even if it's buff cut nigga that you like what other reason are you on there? Because to be honest, I don't want to see a woman put a picture of her food, her cats, or her kids. Like I don't care that you're a real human.
Wow.
Show me your scattered cheeks.
Some people want to see that though.
You said what?
Some people want to know what niggas ate for Tuesday morning type shit.
Who is them people, man? Because I'm not one of them niggas.
It's a lot going on in the world. You know, everybody got different styles and flavors and ideas, and the post game is serious. Like I always tell people, if you don't know the true history of posting pictures, it comes from grandma's photo album. When you go to your grandma's house, she used to have a photo album, and she would show family and friends pictures from back in the day. So they eliminated that, and they created these Facebook apps / Instagram apps. Now everybody's sharing their personal business with the whole world.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Post your business. Go in there and post handling business. We got cars for sale, things like that. As far as you talking about me and my kids at Ralph's, you opening your doors for people to know you're not at home and stuff like that. You got to be careful. Internet is getting crazy, and it's making some weirdos online. You know what I'm saying? Yo, speaking of that, man, let's get into this current affairs that Julius want to talk about, yo.
It's funny because back in the day, thirst trap pictures was sent to prison.
Wow.
Yeah. Every time you see a thirst trap picture, it's sent off to the niggas behind the motherfucking bars.
That's crazy because we used to put the Jet Beauty of the Week on the wall, our favorite artists on the wall, things like that. They stopped that stuff in jail, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why, you know what I mean? They give them the pictures. Let them put the pictures on the wall, man. Mm-hmm. You know, but on the level, if you lock down, man, and you get married somehow so you can get those visits, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, you can be cheeks.
Yeah,
the right type of cheeks, not the man cheeks.
So that's right.
I mean, real quick though. First off, rest in peace to my nigga John Lewis. You know what I mean? Legendary activist. He died. He was 80 years old. Shout out to him and his family. You know what I mean? Condolences. R.I.P. to. Do you know what's crazy? Niggas ain't really talking about the nigga Huey. The nigga that made Pop, Lock, and Drop It. Oh yeah. You know he got shot in St. Louis. No, it's somewhere in Missouri, I think. But he's from St. Louis. He got shot in some type of, I don't know if it was a drive-by or some shit like that. But dude was super young. He was like 32. I think that song Pop Lock and Drop It came out. He was like 18 or some shit. He came out in 06. He passed away.
Oh wow, man! Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to him.
I mean, it's a lot of people passing away. Police getting worse, beating folks. It's a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Is the news real? Is it fake, man? I seen something online yesterday talking about Tory Lanez was killed in jail. I'm like, man.
I mean, shit. You know, I'm not gonna even hold y'all up. If the nigga really shot Meg on some on purpose shit, it's fuck Tory Lanez. I'm talking about fuck everything about him, nigga. I'm not listening to little mud and just. I'm not listening to that no more. I'm listening to none of the shit he do. Fuck Tory Lanez if he did it on purpose. Now I don't know if it's some other shit tied to it, but
yeah, cause that's a crazy story, bro. That is wild thornberries.
Well, it's Hollywood. If you know anything about Hollywood, Tory Lanez or Megan Stallion are worth more to Hollywood dead. You know how it is. It's the same old, same old. The way they kill Otis Redding, Prince, Michael Jackson, and the list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? And if they feel you worth something, they'll get rid of you. Or they'll buy you out your contract to get your music so they can play it on commercials and movies. While you broke at the house, they playing your music during the Super Bowl. It's all a business at the end of the day, and you don't know what you're involved with when you sign to these companies. That's why people need to do their history on who owns Universal, who owns Sony, who owns these companies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's real talk. You know what I mean? But the first thing on the board tonight, everybody been hitting me up. Let's don't talk about it too long, because it kind of hurtful, because it's hurting our people. But we gotta address it. You know, let's address the Kanye situation, man. Kanye West, man.
Damn, my nigga Kanye. My nigga Kanye West at it again. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was for the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of quietly saluting some of the shit he been doing. Like, he been donating, he been doing shit in Chicago. He been trying to be quiet on the political shit. He haven't been really giving his opinion on shit. He ain't been saying no MAGA, no Trump supporter shit. So I've been like, all right, cool. Kanye trying to get back on it. The shit he did with it, and his I guess that's his first rally. He was in South Carolina. He raised the money to have a rally and all that shit. That was supposed to be his. He needed like 10,000 signatures to get on the ballot in South Carolina, but he didn't make it.
Right.
But the nigga get up there and got to spewing some bullshit. So I'm
to be
like,
honest
bro,
with you, it's a good thing that he didn't make it, because it would have got even worse as time go by.
Yeah.
But the truth is, Kanye overall is a stand-up dude.
I
The
think
problem is, I believe he's surrounded by some demons, and before he go do these public announcements, they slip something in his drinks, or give him medicine, or give him that dose. Something is wrong. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not behind the walls. Really don't know. Hope and pray he can get away from them demons and get back to being solid. You know what I'm saying? And on another level, it could have been a publicity stunt just to get advertisement. You know what I mean?
He probably be dropping albums and shit. I mean, I don't know.
To be honest, I never really cared for Kanye West, like his music or as a person.
Wow.
But when his mama died, that's traumatic. I understand that. And then, you know, he around, like you said, he around some cold people. If he had a black woman holding him down, she wouldn't let him. She wouldn't let him be crazy like this. You feel what I'm saying?
Family members.
Exactly. Like where are these motherfuckers at? So I appreciate a nigga Dave Chappelle, you know, reaching out to him, going to check on him and all that, and making sure he good. But I don't know, man. I think it's just time for us to stop making excuses for him. Get that brother some help, man, because that nigga's crazy.
Not only him, a bunch of folks.
They say.
Sure.
I mean, he's supposedly he bipolar. You know what I mean? So he, you know.
Everybody
I don't know.
bipolar. But in the music industry, they say that there's some dark secrets. Is he a part of that dark secret? Earlier, what I was just saying.
He
mean,
could be. You never know.
I don't think so. I think dude is I think he just far removed from the culture. You know what I mean? A lot of shit that he say is just shit it's far out shit that comes from a nigga who's isolated a little bit.
Right.
He kind of isolated. He not in tune with certain shit that's going on. He kind of tone deaf when it comes to cultural relevant shit to say. So he just say wild shit, and then at the same time he do some publicity stunt type shit. He know the rants help his rollout for his album and all that shit. But I do believe when it comes to certain things, he got good intentions. God damn, to keep this off.
Okay, well look, on the next one, my brother Nick Cannon, he was speaking his freedom of speech, and he ended up violating Viacom's code supposedly,
Right.
or whatever, and they released him and tried to drop his show Wild and Out, or they're fighting for his rights to he owns the show, and it's probably going to end up going to court, more other things and all that. Shout out to Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists laughed at him. Puffy said, come home to revote, they got your back. Does this now put Puffy in trouble? Puffy could give an F less, or you know what I'm saying, this is what Puffy was supposed to do. Other black platforms should step up.
Yeah, I definitely think other black platforms should have stepped up. First of all, everybody should have been came together and created a mega black platform, so these type of things can't even happen. I don't know what these motherfucking multi-millionaire black people be doing, but
They distracted.
yeah, it's just like, man, what are y'all doing, bro? Because if you come together, then these type of things could never happen. But anyway, yeah, that was some stand-up shit that Puffy did. I think it's messed up that they a motherfucker like Donald Trump can say whatever he want about whatever race and nothing happens to him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Bill O'Reilly can say whatever he wants. You know what I mean? But when a black person says some shit, then now they got to take their shit. It's just like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And what Nick Cannon was saying wasn't 100% wrong anyway. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think Nick Cannon is not crazy. Motherfucking Kanye West is something wrong with that nigga. You know what I mean? So
I bet
we
you
gotta
take medicine.
Yeah, like it's something really wrong with Kanye, and that brother needs some help. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, where's all the people? Because he said he wanted to run for president and have Jay-Z be his vice president. I was like, nigga, this nigga's smoking, because not only will they never vote for this nigga, but Jay-Z would never be up under you, nigga. That's crazy. But you know, it just is what it is.
Yeah, even
Kanye say specific things to trigger people. I don't even think he really means all of the things that he says. He's trying to be attention grabbing.
It could be a publicity stunt. It could be doing it for sales and numbers or whatever. Who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
when he got with the Kardashians, that was the perfect people to get with, because all they care about is attention. So you know, that was a perfect marriage.
Now, like I was saying earlier, I mean, they kicked us off earlier. We had to get back on, but like I was saying earlier, you know, he was supposed to get 10,000 signatures to be able to be on the ballot in South Carolina, where he had the rally at. He didn't get it. I kind of feel like, you know, going into it, he spent the money to fund his own shit. So I feel like going into it, he should have did a little more research on how that goes, because if he fell short of what he was looking for, it's kind of like, bro, like he jumped in on some last minute shit. So it's just like, he seemed all over the place, seemed like he don't know what the fuck he doing. He need better people around him. You know what I mean? It's fucked up when motherfucking Kim Kardashian seem more like a real nigga than him.
Yeah, that's deep right there. You know what I'm saying? And yo, it's hip hop news. We opening up the show, breaking it down. Before we get away from that, I did ask a question: will this put Puffy in hot seat, or everybody to get behind Puffy and give him props for having Nick Cannon's back?
No, they definitely need to get behind Puffy and have Nick Cannon back for sure. I think Puffy is a little too. He a little too big for them to cancel him like how they did Nick Cannon. He can be canceled because he's black. Any black celebrity can be canceled, no matter who it is. But I'm just saying, he's a little bit too big. You feel what I mean? And if we all came together, it wouldn't matter if they tried to cancel us or not, because we would have our own shit. But
hey, on that tip right there, in defense for that right there, Tyler Perry got Tyler Perry Studios, y'all.
You feel, yeah,
Let's
exactly.
get a Tyler Perry studio or Ice Cube studio for every coast.
Yeah.
You got Ice Cube, one of the big fish for the West. Ice Cube, if you hear your big brother Madman, your brother Madman, come on, big bro, we need you to drop something for us over there. I know it's something behind the wall that I don't know, and maybe you can sit me down and tell me about it, but let's work on that. Let's get one on the East Coast. Let's get one in the Midwest, in Africa, UK. Let's get these things going for us. We need it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, another thing is, are rappers doing too much online right now?
As far as what though?
Yeah. Everything, man. They online posting everything. You know, they're going psycho, man.
For sure. That's it's hard. Like this younger generation, man, they post every goddamn day. They post when they out eating something. They post when they scratching their ass. They post when they fucking them. They post when they literally post when they doing shit that they land them in jail. You know what I'm saying? They posting ratchet. They post when they shooting niggas. I be like, nigga.
They post robberies and shit.
Exactly. I'm like, and they tell you in advance where they gonna be. Like, we going live, nigga, at this robbery, nigga. Will y'all pull up? I'm like, my nigga.
Hey, you know it's
the
crazy.
police is coming, huh?
You know it's crazy too though, because I kind of hold some of the OG niggas that's around them responsible, because just think about it like this: for like a lot of times, they get canceled or potentially get canceled for shit that's just supposed to be just a behind the scenes conversation. Like that bullshit that nigga motherfucking Kodak Black was saying about Lauren London, some fuck shit. And the niggas around him should have been like, hey man, turn the cameras off. The niggas saying some wild shit.
Right,
Similar to a couple years ago, I remember Yachty, he was kind of imitating Tupac and how niggas like Tupac rap. And he was joking around like, y'all, we don't fuck with niggas that rap like that.
Right.
Now, truth be told, that's some fuck shit, but he just clowning around with his homies. I know back in the day, niggas from our era used to joke about like niggas like fucking Sugar Hill Gang and shit,
right.
or niggas like
chicken tastes like
right.
bullshit.
Nigga be like, oh, we don't want the niggas to rap like, don't push me, right? Now they fucking around, but it wasn't no camera on them. It wasn't no IG, it wasn't no Twitter, it wasn't none of that.
Right.
So if it was that, them niggas would be like, oh shit, y'all disrespecting the legends.
Wow.
So if you a nigga and you know, just like old girl, T.I. artist, Tokyo Jets, she made fun of some George Floyd shit. She was acting like she was choking her homie out. She's like, I'm about to George Floyd you. somebody around should have said, "My nigga, get off live when you saying that type of
Right,
shit."
right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
You need to be monitored. You know.
Yeah,
Monitored.
they definitely doing wild. They definitely doing way too much. To answer your question, hell yeah, they doing way too much. Nigga, they posting their social security number and every goddamn thing online. That's their life. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to go back to their real life because they live on. They live to entertain.
All right, then. Since you brought that up, before we go to break here, let me get one opinion from both of y'all. Like, you break it down like 1 minute each or whatever.
What's up?
Break it down. Is the battling on IG, YouTube getting out of hand, or is it whack? Is it dope? Is it helping the culture? I understand Swizz Beats, Timbaland just signed a deal with Apple. Is Apple benefiting the hip hop artists or not? Because they're going to be doing battles for free, or they're going to get paid selling tickets through Zoom. What? Let me know.
If we were doing it on our own platform, it'll be way better. But I think it's still kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Because since everybody's at the house due to the pandemic, it's definitely created a different lane for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's entertainment, and people can social distance with it. So it's a good thing. My only issue is this new pairing for I believe it's tomorrow. I believe with DMX and Snoop Dogg. Nigga, that's disrespectful to Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have put Jay-Z against Snoop Dogg.
I don't
Snoop
know
Dogg
about that, man. You know,
Snoop Dogg gonna
DMX
smack
is dope.
DMX. DMX is dope, but he ain't got no do. He ain't got that. The minute Chronic come on to tell DMX to go back in the doghouse.
But guess what? It might be another thing too. It might be business to help DMX get some money again. You know what I'm saying? And I hope Snoop Dogg don't smoke with D, because I don't want D to go back to. I want D to go forward. He wanted God's children, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo,
DMX to smoke the crack in his mama's ass. For sure.
Not no more. He been looking good. You ain't seen him lately?
I mean, not for sure, but he always have a relapse.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, that's the sad part about it. It's just not him. He's distracted by some demons, and a bunch of people out here are distracted by some demons. And I'm gonna have to play a song that maybe can help ease the pain. It's called "Drive Slow." You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely
it's by the big homie Madman UNG radio station, episode number 16, Judge's Table. This is for the people. Yo, "Drive Slow" by me, the one and only big homie Madman. Shout out to everybody out there who rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? DMX, let's get better. Let's all work together. Kanye, let's get better. Let's do this, y'all.
Now I was dipping through my city, drive slow, on a mission, steady